Okay, this video will explain how to get the domain of a composite function. The original problem is this here. Let you guys look at that real quick. All right. What is the domain f composite function g? So the first thing we have to do is see what is the domain of g of x. There are no restrictions, okay? So then we take that g of x function and plug it into where x here. So I get 12 minus that goes here. When I rearrange it, I get this. And then in order to factor it, I am going to put a negative outside and make that equation this. And of course, you guys could pause this as you're going along. Just trying to make these videos short. And again, I just starting to learn how to use this pen, so it's a little sloppy, but hopefully I'll get better at it as I go. Anyway, so when I factor that, I get x. When I factor this inside here, I get x plus 3 times x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. And then what I want to do is I say, okay, what, and actually starting from here forward, any type of problem where it says when, at what values is this function greater than 0, you always put, okay, what will give me 0? Negative 3 gives me 0 and 4 gives me 0. So those are my two kind of like points of interest. So I want to say, okay, let's pick a number less than negative 3. Let's pick negative 4. So if I pick negative 4 and I plug it into this and this, I get, well, the negative's out front. I get negative 1 here, and I get negative 8 here. Negative times negative is a positive, times negative is a negative. And so this region, less than negative 3, is not greater than or equal to 0, so it's false. Then let's pick a number between negative 3 and 4. Let's pick 0, easiest one. 0 plus 3 is 3. You got the negative out front. And 0 minus 4 is negative 4, not negative 1, but doesn't matter. Okay, it's negative. I don't know why I put negative 1 there. So, but anyway, regardless, it's a negative times positive times a negative, which is true. Okay, all right. And then the last one, I get, let's pick something greater than 4. You have to pick something greater. You can't pick negative 3 and you can't pick 4. You have to pick something less than negative 3. You have to pick something in between and something greater, because it's obviously going to give you equal to 0. So you want to see if it's greater than or less than 0 at the end of the day. So when I get 5, it's a negative out front, positive here, and I get a negative. And it's not greater than 0, it's false. So the only interval where this is true is between negative 3 and 4. And because it's greater than or equal to 0, I have to include negative 3 and 4 in my answer, which means as we go back here, right there is the answer.